It is time to talk about B12. Last time we talked about B9 and B7, biotin, and folate. Now we're going to talk about B12. A lot of people know about B12 as the energy vitamin. You'll find it in a lot of energy drinks, especially like the natural kind that maybe don't only have caffeine in them. It really does work to increase energy levels, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But B12 is known as cobalamin and is mostly found in animal foods. So if you're a vegan or eat a plant-based diet, a B12 supplement is a wise decision. Even if you just don't eat a lot of meat, like you don't eat meat daily, then you probably need to make sure that you have B12 in your diet. Also, MTHFR, if you have that gene mutation, which we talked about in the B9 section, if you have MTHFR, you can also be low in B12. And so that's one of the reasons why you get that fatigue, is because you're not only low in B9, but you're also low in B12. And it's a double whammy and very offensive to the body. So this is how to address that and what to do. So don't be afraid anymore. You don't have to be tired your whole life. There's a solution. We're going to talk about it. So B12 helps your body form red blood cells to prevent anemia. It supports healthy bones, promotes a healthy nervous system, helps your body produce energy, and plays an important role in DNA formation. If you don't know, your body is always remaking you all the time, and it's continually replicating your genes and your DNA, and that's what makes you stay alive. And so it's really, really important to make sure that you have enough of this in your diet. When you don't, you are going to feel fatigued, weak. You're going to have tingling in your fingers and toes maybe. You probably will feel anemic. You may have poor memory, depression, unexplained shortness of breath, and pale skin. B12 is so important. Let's see how to get it from food. So as you can see, a lot of the foods that have a lot of B12 in them are unfortunately meats and animal-based foods. And that's one of the reasons why, beyond protein intake, it is important to incorporate those animal-based foods if you can into your diet. And obviously this is different for everyone, which is why custom one-on-one nutrition coaching and lifestyle coaching is the most important and the best option, because it just doesn't work the same for everyone. I have clients who have protein goals and animal protein intakes all across the board, and it just depends on you and what your beliefs are, and maybe what your bodily needs are, what your health history looks like. Everyone's so different. But if you can, I would put at least 3 of these foods in your diet every week, maybe 4 or 5 if you can. Beef, grass-fed beef would be the best option. The least inflammatory option, super good for you, almost a replacement for wild-caught salmon. It's super good for you if it's grass-fed and finished beef, grass-fed beef. Chicken, pasture-raised chicken would be the best. Organic chicken is the second best because they're healthier animals. Salmon, wild-caught salmon, if you can help it. They're less disease-ridden, they are healthier animals, they're not genetically modified, they don't have dyes added in, they are just salmon from the wild. It's a different thing than farm-raised salmon. Sardines, also really good for your gut health. Crazy, right? A lot of these are. Salmon is as well, and sardines are also really good for your gut health. Tuna is rich in B12. Clams, eggs, particularly yolks, milk, and nutritional yeast comes in as our one not animal-based form of B12. Nutritional yeast is a thing you can, it's like looks like a little orange powder, and you can buy it at most co-ops or online. You can probably find it on Amazon. Pretty good. Tastes a little bit like cheese. If you like that, could be a great kosher option or a good vegan option, vegetarian option for getting more B12 and kind of getting a little cheesy flavor into your diet. So places to get B12 in supplements. Jarrow Formulas has a methyl B12. Thorn has a vitamin B12, methylcobalamin. Again, methyl just means that a methyl group is added, so it's bioavailable and ready to be used. So if you're like me and you have that MTHFR issue where you can't actually convert your B12 to a methylated version of it because your methylation system doesn't work very well, it would be good to have a methylated version. I heard somebody bashing methylcobalamin the other day, and maybe if it makes you feel wired, just listen to your body, but methylcobalamin is a great option. Just don't ever believe all the things you hear on the internet. I think we should all know that by now. Jarrow Formulas Extra Strength Methyl B12 methylfolate is especially good for those with MTHFR. And then Seeking Health multivitamins, B12, MTHF are amazing options for B12 supplementation because Ben Lynch, the founder and creator of these vitamins, actually has MTHFR. And so all of his research and all of his vitamins are formulated based on common genetic deficiencies that impact our nutrition status. And that's why I always suggest that people take his supplements, because he did all of this research, wrote an incredible book called Dirty Genes, and I would highly recommend that you read that book in full to really grasp a good understanding of that. Next time we are going to talk about vitamin K and continue learning about how to optimize our personal nutrition through vitamins, minerals, and supplements.